What's up, everybody? It is Thegoal60 here for Friday, June the 29th, 2018. So yesterday we only had one official play, and it was a C-bet with the Twins. It took extra innings, but they did get the win 2-1. So we did finish up everything that was from the first half of the week, and now we look forward to everything that's starting up today and going through the weekend. Alright, so just to recap, yesterday we did have the one official play. We also had two unofficial plays that started up with 4-game series. So the official play, as I talked about in the intro, was the Twins, and it wasn't a C bet yesterday. So they came out against the White Sox, and they couldn't score anything the entire series, and finally in the 7th inning of the 3rd game they scored a run. And then we moved to the 9th inning, the bottom of the 9th, with 2 outs and one guy on, and he is on first base. All we needed was 1 out. That's it. That's all we had to have. We somehow loaded the bases up and walked a guy in to tie it up 1-1. But either way, it went into extra innings, and if you were watching that game or keeping up with it on your phone or whatever, you know it was about to give me a heart attack. We just need to get the win. We just need to get through it. And finally, I believe in the top of the 13th, they got a run to go up 2-1, and then got the job done on defense and won the game 2-1. Now that's the official plays, and that finished up everything official and unofficial from the first half of the week. Everything did end up cashing. We started up 2 unofficial plays yesterday, one being with the Astros at -158. They did get the victory over the Rays 1-0. And then also Philadelphia at -139 over the Nationals. So they did also get the win at 4-3. So everything yesterday, new and old, did cash. And then we look into today where we pick up at least 5 new plays and a couple unofficial plays to go with that, and the potential to have another official play. Now, jumping right into today's plays, we did have 3 potential revenge plays. 2 of them did not qualify from RPI, and the third we're waiting on a price. So the first one was the Baltimore Orioles at 0.451. They are in the bottom 3, and they're taking on the Angels at 0.510. Therefore, it was completely canceled out. We don't take a team in the bottom 3, and we don't take a team that's that far away on RPI. So that one was automatic. The next one was the Rockies against the Dodgers. Now the Rockies are at 0.490, while the Dodgers are at 0.510, so it was really close. But we had to be within 15 points if we're below. If we're above, it can be any amount. But because it's at 20 points below, it does not qualify. Now the third is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now the Pirates are out west. They're taking on the Padres. The Pirates are at 0.488, and the Padres are at 0.484. So the Pirates are actually ranked higher than the Padres, which is great. That's wonderful. Anytime we can get a revenge play with the team that we're taking on is actually better than their opponent, we're looking pretty good there. Here's the problem. San Diego does not have a pitcher listed, so there is not a price. That game is late. It's one of the last games that will be played tonight, so there's plenty of time for them to, announce the starting pitcher for a price to be set. So Pittsburgh is who we're looking for there. If the price comes out and it is right and it meets our parameters, we will be going with that as a revenge play. So that is all the revenge plays. Now let's talk about the RPI betting system plays. So we do have 5 official plays that are starting up and 2 unofficial plays. So obviously we'll go over the officials first, and then we'll get towards the unofficials at the end of the video. So the first one is the Rangers hosting the White Sox. The White Sox come in this game in the bottom 3 of the RPI at 0.446. While the Rangers at home are at 0.499. You look at the Rangers, and their price is at -145. So that is the first official play that we'll be taking. The next one is the Indians at the A's. Now the Indians are at 0.504, and I know what you're probably thinking, that there's no way the Oakland A's are ranked ahead of the Indians in the RPI. Well, you like me would be wrong. The Oakland A's have had a decent year, and it was a lot better at the start. They've kind of limped into the summer a little bit. Hopefully they can get on a run for us and put up some numbers. The A's are actually at 0.511, so they are 6 or 7 points higher than the Indians. Now you look at the Oakland A's on the line, and they are the underdogs. So you look at the run line, and it is priced at minus 105. So it's almost an even price, and it's on the run line, so we're getting a run and a half at home. So hopefully they can get that done today, and we can get out of that game with the A's. Now next we have the Twins at the Cubs. Now the Twins are at .482, while the Cubs are at .513. So you would also look at the Cubs here, and they are priced really good. It's minus 118. So the Cubs are the play there. We were on the Twins yesterday. We're against the Twins today. That's how this thing works. With as much volume as we have, you know, you're on a team, off a team, that sort of thing. Next, we have the Giants at the Diamondbacks, and the Giants currently are at the Giants are at .508, while the Diamondbacks are at .524. So the Diamondbacks are the play there, and it's right inside that parameter of 150. It's at minus 149. So that is the fourth play that we'll be taking. And last, we have the Braves at the Cardinals. So the Braves are at .511, while the Cardinals are at .503. You look at the line, and the Cardinals are the favorite here, and we need the Braves. So you look towards the run line, and it's priced at minus 155 for the Braves, which is, you know, good for us. We'll take that. We say minus 150, but if you're new to the system, you're new to the videos, just know that that is a parameter we stay at. We can go a little bit above. It was kind of, but you got to have a cutoff point somewhere, and generally that's around minus 160. So if you don't have a cutoff, you'll go all the way up. You'll justify taking a minus 270 favorite, and all you're doing is tying up a lot of money and a lot of risk. And there's more times than not, those big favorites always lose. So minus 155, even though it's above our minus 150 parameter, it's still good enough. We feel safe to take it. So the Braves make the fifth play, and like I said earlier, we are waiting on Pittsburgh to see if it's going to be an official or an unofficial play. So there are two more 3-game series to talk about, and those are going to be unofficial plays. Now the first one is the Mariners taking on the Royals. The Royals are in the bottom 3 where they've been for most of the year at .447, while the Mariners are at .537. So you look at the Mariners, and the price is the reason that this is unofficial. It's at minus 210, and it's way too high, too rich for my blood. I'm not going to take it. It's overpriced in my opinion. These teams get up so high. Now, that's not saying that the Royals are the play. I'm just saying for what I like to do, it's way too much risk involved there. That's why it's an unofficial play. Keep unofficials in mind. There's a reason I call them unofficials. They haven't met a parameter for whatever reason. They are generally a little more risky than the officials as far as just looking at the game from the first day before the game ever starts, kind of looking at that series. They generally are a little more risky. So that's why I don't take those. For whatever reason, do not let these high price favorites fool you. A lot of people make a lot of, money line parlays on these extremely high priced teams, and a lot of times they do not cash. There's just, for whatever reason, what we've talked about in my videos before, way back the first of the season, these are professional athletes. Do not let the fact that somebody is overpriced get to you. And if you don't think these athletes hear these numbers and know that they're a big underdog on certain days, you're crazy. Some of them may completely try to block it out, but you're going to have somebody that hears that number, knows they're underdog, and they're going to play above their ability that day. They just, professional athletes, that's how they are what they are. They have a certain level of cockiness to them, and when they find out they're an underdog, that's why they love to play so well. And that gives them a little momentum, a little reason to come out that particular day, whatever it is, and get the job done. So don't let those high numbers fool you. And the last one, as far as the 3-game series is the Royals just did the Royals, is the Mets against the Miami Marlins. So the Mets come in this game on the road at .484, while the Marlins are at .476. You look at the Mets, and they're at minus 167, so it's just high enough to where it's outside of our range of being willing to take a game, and that's why it is unofficial. that is all the 3-game series. Now there is that rare 4-game series, and I almost forgot to talk about it, and that is Detroit at Toronto. So the Tigers are at .462, while the Blue Jays are at .498. There's 2 reasons this is an unofficial play, and really it probably shouldn't even be an unofficial play because it's a 4-day series, and it's also the price is too expensive. It's -178, so therefore you wouldn't even look at taking that. But either way, I just thought I would mention it and keep up with it simply because it's one of those rare occasions that you have a 4-game series starting up on a Friday and ending on a Monday. So just in case you're interested in that series, that's why I wanted to go over it. That's everything. I appreciate you guys taking your time to watch the video. And good luck today. Let's cash some tickets and start off the weekend right. Have a great Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow.
60% of the time, it works every time.